Hello, everyone. I'm Luis, founder CEO of Mawari. We're the world's first immersive compute network. So what is an immersive compute network? It's a network of GPUs that orchestrate and render 3D content and stream it to AR glasses. So let's take a look. Our vision has always been to, from 2D media that you see in frames, in a smartphone, in a TV, or everywhere, the media will come right through your eyes and actually will, all the environment will become your media. So something like this. There you go. Some techno for tonight's party. So anyway, so as you can see, we have avatars that could be DJs,
My name
could
is
be
Vanessa,
digital assistants.
and the reason I'm here today is
there
to
will
announce
be
that
around
Creta
those
and Mawari
everywhere very
partnered
soon.
to expand the Creta metaverse
You'll see.
into the augmented.
Why? The immersive internet is at the verge of exponential growth. The iPhone moment for XR actually happened 2 weeks ago when Mark Zuckerberg announced the next generation of AR glasses. That's the moment of what the XR industry has been waiting for 15 years, actually. So it's been very interesting these last 2 weeks. But for Mawari, we've been building this since 2017. So we knew it was happening, and the spatial computing is $1 trillion industry. XR is the natural user interface for AI. So actually, we see a world in which XR and AI go hand in hand. So what's Mawari? Again, we're the world's first immersive compute network, and what we do is we deliver interactive AI-powered content at scale to mobile devices. So let's take a look of how these use cases work in our networks. This is a collaboration with T-Mobile.
Audio. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. I slept in my cat bed. I woke up, didn't even have to be anywhere. Because you see me in Dallas, but I'm next to my cat bed. I am meeting all my fans in Dallas.
Okay.
So it's a big day, darling.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a big day indeed.
Like, you're all the way in Dallas. I'm in Waterloo, Canada, but I've spent so much time with you in the last 2 days. I feel like we can be best friends, you know, in the digital world.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. So why don't we make ourselves digital world best friends?
Yeah.
High five.
High five.
All right.
Okay, so what's happening here? So there's a person that is wearing the motion capture suit and is actually sending their motion, facial, and voice all to our network. And inside our network, this data gets embedded into the avatar by a GPU. That GPU then streams it to the XR device, and all this happens in less than 32 milliseconds. So that's kind of like the core technology of Mawari, what we built since 2017, and the way to scale it is through a DePIN network. So why spatial streaming matters? Now it's even more relevant. Think about like when you press play on Netflix, within less than a second you have a 4K movie on your phone, your TV, you don't think about it anymore. The content is just there. So for spatial content, this 3D internet to happen, it needs to be exactly the same way. You just need to wear the glasses, press play, and enjoy content. However, that's the biggest bottleneck today, and the elephant in the room is that consumer-grade spatial content is not ready for scale. And this is because of two main reasons. The first one is technical bottlenecks, and the second one is infrastructure limitations. So let's take a look at the technical bottlenecks. First of all, 3D content is heavy by nature, so we're going from 2D to 3D, so we're talking about terabytes of content that people wouldn't have patience to download. The second one is we have had 3D content in 2D screens since a long time ago, but it is a format in which game engines render pixels into 2D. So to scale this, we need a native format to stream the content in 3D. And finally, the glasses need to be slim, right? Just like the Meta Ray-Bans. But if we make the glasses slimmer, we're sacrificing compute power. So all that AI inferencing and 3D rendering needs to move somewhere and isn't near the edge. So why now? As I just mentioned earlier, Meta released the next generation of glasses, which is the start of this paradigm shift into getting into this new generation of content. So, and why Mawari? We've been building this since 2017. We created 3D streaming technology specifically for XR devices. We re-engineered the rendering pipeline. And we understood very early that 3D and AI actually are together. So when you talk to a digital avatar, you're also using inferencing. So you can package in the same GPU, the rendering and the inferencing, and it needs to be at the edge if you want to have a real-time interaction. So we understood that. We have a couple patents on 3D streaming and the distribution of compute for XR. What else I can say? We have a good revenue pipeline, and we have a very experienced team that have worked for big tech in XR. So also, we have raised 17.3 million to date. We have good investors, like Chris from YKX was earlier in the panel. But also we have Samsung. So we have a good combination and convergence of Web 2 and Web 3 investors, because they do believe in our mission, which is bridge actually real-world consumer use cases with Web 3 infrastructure. So in a nutshell, we use Web 3 actually just to scale our service, not so much for the Web 3 economy per se. So these are the brands that work with Mawari. We started a company in Japan in 2017, so we have worked with big corporations in Japan, but after a pandemic, we expanded to the US, and we have collaboration with T-Mobile, with Qualcomm, and other big players. You can look Mawari on the web. We have a lot of articles on Forbes that talk about our technology and our go-to-market, and also AR Insider. So now, why DePIN, and how does that fit into the picture? So as I mentioned, we worked since 2017 building this core technology. And after a pandemic in 2021, we started working with some Fortune 500 companies. And they asked us, okay, so can you scale this service to 100,000 users? For us, it sounded like, yeah, we can do it. We're partners with AWS and with GCP. They have the infrastructure to actually scale this. To a big surprise, they do not have GPUs on the edge. That's shocking, but they don't have that many. And we were at a crossroads. Okay, so we've been building this technology for 5 years. Should we really just wait for this to happen, or should we look on a different way? That's when we looked into Helium, Render Network, and we saw, okay, there's another way, and we started Mawari Network. So in a way, we started this also before even DePIN was as a word, and this is the main reason. Centralized architecture is not resilient, but on the other hand, for a specific use case, it doesn't have enough latency, low latency, and also it's impossible to scale in a centralized way, because we need hyper-local compute where the end users are. And this is a multi-billion-dollar investment that right now the hyperscalers are not willing to do, because the use cases are just about to pop out. So as you may or may not know, the amount of compute needed for XR will increase exponentially. And this is a combination of XR and AI, as I mentioned. So Mawari Network has been a DePIN from its inception. And let's just take a look at some success stories on how our technology is used. The first one is at Mutech Japan. This is with a digital arts festival, and we collaborate with a dancer, choreographer. So let's take a look, and please, audio.
Mawari is making the extraordinary accessible to everyone, empowering creators to deliver awe-inspiring, immersive experiences globally. How is Mawari unlocking the full potential of the trillion-dollar mixed reality market? Meet Assimilating XR by Hiroaki Umeda, a masterful blend of digitized contemporary dance, digital art, and cutting-edge mixed reality technology, powered by Mawari. This creation's immersive tapestry of movement, light, music mesmerized audiences in its 2-day premiere at Mutech Japan in Tokyo. Processing power limits quality and immersion in XR devices. However, streaming real-time, high-fidelity, and consumer-grade 3D visuals from the Mixer visual art tool was a non-negotiable requirement for creating a captivating, life-changing experience. Achieving this magic was only possible thanks to Mawari's revolutionary Core XR streaming technology. The result? Real-time, high-fidelity, consumer-grade 3D visuals delivered at a quality never before experienced in the market. This groundbreaking mixed reality installation was not only the first of its kind, but also a tremendous success, debuting to immediate acclaim and selling out instantly. Audiences commented on their amazement with a 96% satisfaction score. The ripple effect of the work's success cascaded to numerous media outlets in Japan and abroad. Assimilating XR showcased to the world that consumers are not just willing, but eager to pay for high-quality, mixed reality, immersive content. Attendees paid $20 for a 7-minute performance. An impressive 71% of first-time XR users affirmed that they found value in their experience. This is just the beginning. At Mawari, our mission is clear: to be a driving force in ushering the XR industry into the mainstream. Stay tuned.
So yeah, this is one of the most successful use cases. In 2022, we proved that if XR has the quality that end users require, actually people are willing to pay for it. And this year, actually, we started a new partnership with Nankai Railway. Nankai is one of the biggest railway companies in Japan. It's from the Osaka region. We have this initiative of digital entertainment city in Namba, which is a small region like Shibuya in Osaka. What we're doing there, 2 initiatives. One is set up digital agents or digital assistants at train stations and airports so that they can tailor foreigners. And the second one is a digital entertainment arena. So think about something like this, but instead of having a real artist or a real performer, you have a remote virtual being the artist. This is a big trend in Japan, and it's starting in Korea on digital artists. It's about, they're called virtual YouTubers. It's a $3 billion industry. So for this reason, we launched VTubers. It's the world's first virtual YouTuber platform that supports XR. So let's take a look at some of the progress. This was featured in national TV in Japan, and this is how it looks. Like you go to a concert, you look to the digital avatar is a singer or a performer, and then post the concert, you have a one-on-one experience. So this type of experience, user pays from $20 up to $500 just for 2 minutes of the experience. So let's take a look.
ゲームでのやり取りができるのが最新技術だといいます。VTuber と1対1で会話ができるんです。なぜ参加者はここまで興奮しているのでしょうか。
前にも行けるよ。
すごい。
後ろにも行けるよ。
で、潜望できます。
この最新のバーチャルシステム、近い将来、私たちの生活を大きく変える可能性を秘めているというんです。
いやでもどんどん近未来になってるね、岸本さん。
はい、そうなんです。もう最新バーチャルには無限の可能性があるということで、今後私たちの生活にも大きく変わるかもしれないんです。というのも、はい、こちらですね。ちょっと4つ目覚まし8。
So yeah, in countries like Japan and Korea, XR is normal now. It's becoming mainstream, and as you can see in national TV, they're already talking about the potential use cases that we have. And this is the promo material of our B2XR platform that we launched in June, actually, and we're going to have a second launch next week in Japan. So B2XR now has onboarded Brave Group. We have 30 VTubers of their roster. Brave Group is the third biggest VTuber company in the world. They have more than 88 million subscribers. And now we have 30 of their top VTubers in our platform. Also, Virtual Avex is the biggest record label in Japan, and they're also collaborating with us. So now, how do we scale this, and how does, again, DePIN and Web3 fits into place? We launched what we call the DIO, the Decentralized Infrastructure Offering. This is the opportunity for everyone to contribute their compute and their resources to our network and help us build immersive internet. So it's very simple. You can get your Guardian node license, run it, and then earn rewards. So simple as any other DePIN node. So what's the progress so far? So we actually launched the first compliant with regulations in the US node cell per se, because our DIO, you can call it a node cell, with Republic. And we actually fulfill all the allocation in the US. Then, on July 30th, we opened it to the public, and the progress so far is right now close to 149,000 nodes reserved for our network. So that's the amount of nodes that we will have running when we go on mainnet. We are running our testnet in very stealth mode right now. And in less than a week, we had more than 30,000 wallet connects, more than 15,000 people actually minting their licenses, and we have 1,500 active nodes so far. So who are the partners of our DIO? The first one, we're building our own L3 orbit on Arbitrum. So Arbitrum is one of our close partners. Eastflow provides the sales stack for the nodes. Then we have Caldera, which is the rollup as a service that we're using. And finally, we have Halborn, which is our security partner, which is auditing all the smart contracts just to make sure we don't get hacked. So what's the traction so far? We also launched our portal, and that's something that I would recommend to every DePIN project. Don't do Kaito, build your own thing, build your own community, because it's much better, and we can collaborate with all the DePIN projects and generate better traction. So we actually have more than 450K XR chip users. And in our portal, actually, we had more than 2 million wallets connected in a span of 3 to 4 weeks. So this proves that actually, yeah, with actually an honest mission, users can actually get interested and not just hype per se. So that's an open invitation to any DePIN founder to collaborate. And lastly, yeah, at Mawari, we're just building our own thing, and we're delivering it. We're just not just talking about it. So thank you.
Awesome. Listen, thank you so much.